Well, hello everyone, and welcome to probably one of the last episodes here at the garden. I'm going to be doing the last little bit of harvesting that I have to do, and I thought I'd bring you all along for it. It's been a fantastic year, and I'm very, very pleased. And thinking actually on what I just said, it won't be the last harvest video. I have parsnips back there, and we have to wait for the first freeze/frost because it makes the flavor a lot better. So we're going to wait for that. So there will be 2 more videos at least. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you all along for the final harvesting. There's quite a bit here. And again, you know, it's just a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll tell you what, looking at this broccoli, I let it go to seed. I didn't really care all that much. It was not a good year for broccoli. We got a few heads. The heads that we did get were pretty large, but I wanted to give some food for the bees. And I'll show you all that. It's a great, great thing to see all the honeybees just buzzing around. And I'll tell you what, man, they're doing a great job of pollinating because I don't see a single one of these seed pods that have not been filled out completely, which shows really good pollination. So who knows, we might have a seed giveaway for some homegrown heirloom broccoli. This was very, very flavorful, very productive. It's just we didn't get up here all that often. And broccoli is something that I should probably plant at the house because we're there more often. And since we come up here about once a week, oftentimes it'd go too far, and then at that point it's kind of turned flowery, and you can still eat it, still edible at any stage. It just doesn't taste the best. So we let it go to flower for the bees, and I'll tell you what, the bees are covering it pretty thick. I can just see probably about 10-15 bees just by looking a couple seconds, so it's a great sign. So anyways, we're gonna harvest the celery, and we're going to harvest a couple more. I'll harvest this first, since this is, again, nothing new to all you. Some great zucchini. I'll tell you what, this is the best year I've ever had for zucchini. It is just very productive. I see I got a yellow one there. I see I got another green one right there. So I'm gonna pick those. I'm gonna bring you all in close for the celery. So I had planted some celery here in this kind of lane because in between the blocks, we basically wanted to use up all the space and just kind of have a single little walking path. So we decided we'd plant some celery here, and I'm very, very pleased with what I see. If I can get down here, it's a big, honking big plant. This is unbelievable. We're gonna make some serious, we're gonna make some serious soup with this. I'll tell you what, if that's not the biggest head of celery I've ever seen, I don't know what is. This is just absolutely mammoth. And you got grass growing up and through there and everything. And oh man, check out the thickness of these. I mean, that is a really great head of celery there. I'm gonna harvest another one. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, maybe 5, I can't tell yet. Normally they'd be white about here, and what they do is they mound the sand up, and it does not allow any sunlight to get to the celery there, and so that really enhances the flavor for eating raw. But if you're going to use it in soups and stews, we always leave it unblanched because it can get all that celery flavor all throughout here, and it's a little more to use. And the leaves are edible too. Use the leaves, don't let those go to waste. All right, let's get another one here. This one's not as big, but it's time for them to come up, so. Oh, man. Still equally as hard to cut. Oh, there we go. So still not bad though, still not bad at all. I mean, I will take that any day. So we're looking at probably about 3 to 4 pounds per head. Which is really great. I mean, check this out. That's not something you'll see in the store ever. Oh, that's 3 plants right there. And that is a mighty big bunch of celery. So let's go get the other 2, and then we can move on to some yard-long beans, which I see are ready, which are really cool, and the sunflower. And as you can see, the corn is decimated. Yep, we harvested everything, and we froze quite a bit, ate quite a bit fresh, and donated some to the soup kitchen, gave some away. So we got a lot of use out of this corn, and we're basically just drying some of the ears, or some of the stalks standing up. And we obviously have the stalks that we really wanted to keep, the really, really nice ones over there, and we're going to keep those for Thanksgiving and Halloween, and we're going to bundle those up And that's just a great way to, kind of use what you were going to throw away for another purpose, and gets a little second life out of it. So that's what we're doing with that. And some plans just don't work out the way you had planned in your mind. We wanted to get some really cool yard-long beans, and we did. We did get some great size beans, don't get me wrong, but they kind of got totally weeded out and overshadowed by the corn. But needless to say, we did end up with some really beautiful beans here, and we're gonna chop these up, put them in a nice stir fry. But you win some, you lose some. We'll just put them in a different spot next year, because they really are really cool beans. But they just did not do so well here because of the amount of sunlight and the fact that they did not get a whole lot of attention being crowded out by the corn. And then of course you have the sunflowers. These were huge sunflowers, and they're ready to go. Amazed actually that the birds have not come and attacked these yet, because I'll tell you what, the amount of birds here in the garden, I think they're probably preoccupied with the tomatoes, but yeah, this is shocking that the birds have not yet came after these sunflowers. So we're going to get the seeds out before that happens. And check out the stem here. I mean, that is a huge stem for a sunflower, and we're definitely going to be repurposing these. We'll have an episode coming up pretty soon when I make a trip to Chicago with Cindy. She had a bunch of these. What we're going to do is we're going to cut them down, dry them, and actually turn them into a pole bean trellis. So very cool, very excited about that. So I just thought I want to show you, how sturdy these things were. It fell actually over, the wind actually knocked it over, and it just grew on its side like that on a 45-degree angle. And I'll tell you what, it's almost a tree. And of course, the biggest one of all, the huge mongoloid sunflower that we definitely will be saving seeds from. This thing is like 20, at least probably 17 to 20 feet tall. It is double my height. There's no way I can touch the top of the sunflower, even with my hands up. So it is really tall, and it's just unbelievable how tall it is. So we're going to definitely have to cut this down to harvest the head, but it is way up there, and so yeah, we're going to be getting those as well, because we definitely want to save the seeds from those. And all we're going to do is we're just going to put this in a box, and pretty excited because the head on this is just so well formed. Normally you have some immature seeds here in the middle, and you don't see that with this. And so I'm just very pleased. We're going to get a lot out of this, and definitely we're going to plant a whole ton more next year. And there's nothing, I mean, come on, you got to admit, there is nothing more cool than a half-peeled sunflower. I mean, it just looks so kind of vintage, I guess. I don't know, but it's very cool. And so we're going to kind of peel all these back, these old flower buds, because a sunflower is actually a lot like, black-eyed Susans and daisies. Remember how we talked about before how all the leaves, or the petals on the outside of the sunflower are actually called pseudopetals. It makes up one big flower. However, inside of that one big flower are actually small individual flowers. And that's why each one of these seeds corresponds to a flower bud. So we're just going to just knock off all these old flower buds so they don't attract any insects and stuff. We're just going to put this in a cardboard box, let it dry in the garage, and yeah, looking great. Well, there you go. There is the harvest. I couldn't even express to you how much we got in celery. We probably got a minimum of 25 pounds. Harvested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads of the celery. The sun is setting behind me, so I'm probably getting colored out, but that's okay. I also harvested one of the 2 heads. I went to harvest the second one and then realized that it wasn't really ready yet, so I'm going to let it go for about another 5 days or so. The bees really don't like me right now. I went and worked on them, so they're flying all around me. I got popped right on the forehead, and so they kind of tagged me, and it's really crazy. I've been harvesting, and they've just been following me, and it's like they want to get at me still, but it's like, I did nothing to you. Stop it. So anyways, I got 3 zucchini, 2 small, and then I got a third really nice size one. Please don't bug me anymore. I got a big handful of nice beans, and then I got another bucket of tomatoes. So yeah, we're gonna make some more spaghetti sauce. We made a ton of spaghetti sauce. I think we have 14 quarts of spaghetti sauce. Man, I wish you could see the honeybees around me. This is crazy. Like, I'm no longer really afraid of them, but I mean, they're flying in front of the camera, they're flying in front of me. It's like, I don't know what they have against me, but they really, really don't like me right now. So I'm gonna get out of here so they can chill out for the day, because they're really like aggressive today or something. But hi guys, hi. I'm very vulnerable right now. I'm sitting down. I don't have a suit on or anything, so keep your space, please. Sometimes nature just does not want to work with you. So I'm going to get out of here so I don't get popped again, but I'm going to let them calm down. Things are looking really, really good. I found the queen on the smallest hive that I was concerned about, so I'm very pleased about that. The other one, I know I have a laying queen. It's just there's so many bees I couldn't find it, and it was really kind of cold. We've had a couple of really cool nights, and so I didn't want to keep them open that long, so I really didn't look that hard, but I saw a lot of fresh new larvae, and that's always a good sign because that means obviously that there's a laying queen. It is the peak of the honey run right now, so that's why they're very aggressive. I mean, anyone could have told you that, but I mean, I got like 7 to 10 bees flying around me at all times, because they're very, very aggressive right now, because every ounce of honey that they have worked the entire season for is going into storage for the winter time. So I mean, it makes total sense to me why they're so aggressive, and why I got popped, you know, when normally I could just walk over there and place their food, because I am feeding them with organic sugar syrup to stimulate a little more action. Yeah, so anyways, so it's just a little uncomfortable with like bees flying all around you when you're not even by beehives. So I'm gonna get out of here, but it was really nice seeing you all, and I'm definitely gonna be posting more videos. I just wanted to let you all know that the reason why there was no videos for the whole week was because my computer, the cooling fan, had a problem, and I did not want to overrun it. And anybody that edits a lot of videos, I'm editing very high resolution videos, and that takes a toll on the cooling fan. So I wanted to get that fixed before I edited anything else, because I didn't want to do any more damage to the computer. So it's been very limited to what I do on it. So I do apologize, but I'm back now. I do have a fully working computer, which is why you're checking out this video. And so yeah, that's all I got for you today. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Until next episode, this is Luke from MIgardener, hoping you're having a great day, hoping you're growing big or going home. I'll catch y'all later. See ya. Bye.